My first guest for today is Vandana Bhardwaj. She is the managing director and spokesperson of Marie Claire Salon India B2C Network LLP. She is also director, co-founder and spokesperson, Charlie Chaplin Le Vegano Restaurant India, United Vegan Private Limited. She resides in Mumbai, but she hails from Himachal Pradesh. She has been a top fashion model. As an entrepreneur, she is into manufacturing, trading of personal care and organic cosmetics, and also event management. Vandana is also a founder of an NGO, My Helping Hands for Children and Animals. Thank you so much for being with us, Vandana. Please have a seat. My second speaker for today is Mr. Samir Srivastava, the CEO of Claude Biguine India. His profound leadership qualities and exceptional business acumen, as well as his in-depth knowledge of the industry, has led him to expand the brand across the country. Having worked with reputed brands and corporates has led him to realize the need to introduce and encourage an international standard of quality service. Unfortunately, our third speaker, Rekha Chaudhary, is unable to join us today. Dr. Rekha sends her apologies. She is, due to some personal reasons, unable to make it. So we will carry on with our two experts on the panel today and discuss how important home services are for salons today, or are they are salons well off on their in-salon service format. Thank you, Vandana. Thank you, Samir, for joining us today. So, हमारा जो topic है home salons versus in salons, ये पिछले 2-3 साल से काफ़ी न्यूज़ में रहा है, काफ़ी डिस्कशंस हुए हैं इस पर. And the reason why both of you are here today is because Samir, your salon provides at-home services, and Vandana, yours doesn't. So we want to know, understand from you the different perspectives. So beginning with Samir, if you can tell us about your at-home services format firstly.
Hi, hello. So good afternoon. I think first of all, thank you, Professional Beauty, for inviting us here. Once again, looking very nice to see people in person, physically. बहुत हो गया था virtual, and when you see people face to face, it gives you a separate feeling. The beauty industry is all about touch feel experience. It's not about anything which you can do on virtual. Coming back to the topic, yes, मेरा पर्सनल मानना है, मेरी पर्सनल बिलीफ है कि होम सर्विसेज इज एन इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ एनी सैलून बिजनेस. जेसीबी ने ये कम से कम मैं 2020 की बात कर रहा हूँ, जस्ट बिफोर कोविड हैपेंड. 2018 में हमने पहला होम सर्विसेज बिजनेस शुरू किया था. अनफॉर्चुनेटली इट डिड नॉट वर्क आउट, बट 2019 में जो हमने सेकंड रीलॉन्च इसको किया, एंड आई एम वेरी हैप्पी टू से कि जो भी हमने एक्शन स्टैंडर्ड रखे थे लॉन्च के सक्सेस होने के चारों तरफ, वो क्राइटेरिया फुलफिल हुआ था. एंड इन द मंथ ऑफ February, बिफोर लॉकडाउन हैपेंड, वी वर डूइंग एक्सट्रीमली वेल इन बॉम्बे. Our model was very different. We were doing it in a test case, 3 kilometers around the JCB salon. So अगर बैंड्रा में है तो only 3 kilometers. The same products were being used. The same amount of training which you and expertise which you get in a salon was being given.
Yeah.
Pricing was about 30% lower, but and this was based on the fact that मैंने कम से कम 15-17 साल काम किया इंडस्ट्री में. आई हैव सीन कि एक मेल अगर हेयर कट करने आता है तो गारंटीड है कि वो साल में 12 बार आपके पास नहीं आता. तो वेयर इज ही गोइंग? दैट मीन्स ही इज गोइंग टू समबडी एल्स और ही इज कॉलिंग अ फ्रीलांसर होम. तो जब बिजनेस है, जब आप नहीं कर पा रहे हो, आपके पास 5-6 बार आ रहा है साल में, तो क्यों नहीं हम वो उसको इन्फ्लुएंस करें? मेरा क्लाइंट है, मेरा क्लाइंट अगर किसी और के पास जा रहा है, दैट आई एम नॉट हैप्पी विद. So we did that, and it's worked out very well for us.
Okay. So I'll come back to you with more questions about how you are managing your staff and everything. But firstly, let's understand from Vandana कि आपने क्यों decide किया कि ये at home services नहीं provide करेंगे. Marie Claire is a chain salon. You have presence across India. You have good staff support. So why did you not decide to add this?
Hi everyone. I'm really delighted to be a part of this event. And thank you so much for all of you coming here. Well, I feel that, even if we have salons, outlets, I feel that online services is a different vertical altogether. And to do the justice, we have to do the R&D. We have to understand the business, the clients, and we have to strategize and integrate it so well. Unless and until we are not strong in that, so it makes no sense, going online. And I think it's a different vertical, it's a different entity. To justify it, it requires a lot of efforts, and you have to create your own benchmark at home as well. So I think, and India is a huge population. Every business has a lot of room, whether it is outlet or whether it's online service. Unless and until if you're not sure about it, I don't think one should jump in. I am in favor of, and I am not confident enough, so we are not getting into it at the moment.
Okay. But do you see the current service providers as competition to your salon?
I don't feel them as a competitor because I know down the line it's a different vertical and with a lot of population, and every client has a different mindset. Those who are into quick services, or those who are not comfortable in salons, they would otherwise also choose not to come, because they are not into it. And those who are into salon, they will definitely visit the salons.
So, does your research say that the set of customers who opt for salon services are different from the ones that opt for at home services?
Correct. These are two different clients. They may be the one who's going to the salons, maybe because of the time restrict, they might go for home services. But at the end, whosoever is loves the pampering and the whole ambience, they would definitely go to the salon.
Right. Samir, what are the challenges that you're facing, especially when it comes to staff? Because they are stepping out, they're meeting the client in an uncontrolled environment. There is no salon manager or any senior staff overlooking them. So, how do you deal with such challenges?
See, challenges are there everywhere, whether वो fixed salon का business हो चाहे home services का business हो. I think it all depends on the way you manage your business. अगर आपका कंपनी का कल्चर अच्छी तरीके से है, अगर आपका एम्प्लॉय के लिए रिस्पेक्ट है, if you take care of the employee, if you take care of, also there is some amount of control that you have to have. If you do not have controls on your business, any business will leak, whether it is a fixed salon business or it's a on-demand business. और ये कहना कि एक सैलून के अंदर कंट्रोल एटमॉस्फेयर है और स्टाफ, लेट्स फेस अ बेसिक थिंग कि अगर टेलीफोन नंबर एक्सचेंज नहीं हो रहा तो ये तो कहने की बात है. एवरी एम्प्लॉय टुडे carries a phone. Every consumer is looking for an opportunity to share his or her number. But I think it is I would say that हमारे केस में भी before home services was introduced, there were also leakages. I have met my company people in some other places. Till yesterday also I got to know. But you see, it all depends on, and you can't stop it. Today the industry is facing a wave of freelance options. Not only in our industry, look at what's happening in the IT sector. The whole gig economy is very popular now. Aaj subah I was reading in the paper that TCS, that 25% workforce is refusing to come. Because everybody is working from home and everybody is doing parallel incomes on the side. So when it's happening in an evolved sector like IT, it is definitely happening in the beauty sector also. So if it say कि नहीं हो रहा है, they do, it's like putting a blindfold on our eye. I acknowledge it and it is happening. मुझे तो लगता है उसमें opportunity ज़्यादा है कि अगर आपका customer घर पे करना चाह रहा है सर्विस तो करो, क्यों नहीं करना चाहते? अगर उसको लग रहा है कि घर से बाहर निकलने को तैयार नहीं है वो, whatever have happened today, we know it's a mixed economy. Or work from home is very popular. 65% people are working from home. Frequency of visit has dropped in the salon. So these are hygiene services. वो lady करे उसको जरूरत है. She might not do fashion services at home, but hygiene तो करना ही है उसको. Waxing करनी है, nails करनी है, eyebrows करनी है, चाहे वो Zoom पे हो या ना हो. So why not go and offer her? You offer her the expertise of your company. You offer her the expertise of your brands. And you also use her to win her back to come back to the salon. She is not permanently going to sit at home. It's a matter of time. Another 3, 4, 5 months वो salon में वापस आएगी. तो अगर आप उसको मैनेज नहीं करेंगे, आप उसको इनवाइट नहीं करेंगे, आप उसको रेगुलर सर्विस नहीं करेंगे, यू विल लूज अ फुल ब्लोन कस्टमर। आई पर्सनली बिलीव कि अपॉर्चुनिटी है, लीकेजेस सब जगह होती हैं। हमारे साथ पैनल में बहुत सारे एस्टीम्ड ब्रांड ओनर्स हैं, they will all know that there is leakages which happen in the salon also. So to say कि staff या customer घर पे जाकर के ज़्यादा होता है, it depends on how you manage your business.
So, are you looking at home services as a sales funnel for to drive traffic inside the salon?
Absolutely, both sides. Not only increasing frequency, but also retaining the consumer is very important. We have understood the maths. We are seeing that the customer is not doing 4 colors a year.
Yeah.
She is not doing 12 times waxing a year. So what is she doing? So she's not shaving herself, no? या तो एकदम से, that means she's doing something at home. She's calling, either she's going to the local salon in the neighborhood or she's calling somebody home. दोनों तरीके से मेरा लॉस है, तो उसमें से मैं कुछ तो कन्वर्ट कर चलूँ, 2 बार एक्स्ट्रा ले लूँ, तो 2 एक्स्ट्रा रेवेन्यू मिलने की मेरे को चांसेस है. एंड वी हैव रियलाइज्ड इट, वी हैव सीन इट. February 2020, in a small market like Bombay for us, we have reached a revenue of 30 lakhs, which is a very small number. But in the pilot salon, जहाँ हम कर रहे थे, our people who were going home, they were able to do on a daily basis 3 to 4 appointments, and we had only a 20% discount. It's not the 40% like other companies.
Right.
So there is a business available. It's yes, how you control it.
Vandana, do you agree with him when he says that home services are a sales funnel? So are you missing out on those customers that could be at your doorstep?
I think that unless and until we are ready for it, we understand the market. As I said, it's a different vertical altogether, you know. So when I'm not sure of where I'm getting into, and when I'm not sure of, see, the staff in salons, they are not, they don't have soft skill trainings, or they are not that extremely well trained or qualified. So unless and until they don't have that kind of mindset, I would choose to wait. And if ever we started, we have to understand that it is a different vertical, and we have to, whenever we get in, we should be 100% prepared for it.
Okay. So you think the staff requires a totally different skill set to handle at home services?
Yes, it does. Even if we are like, his brand is big and Marie Claire is equally good enough, still we face the hurdles when it comes to training the staff, not in their technical skills, but in soft skills. So this is something which we are missing out in India. So unless we are able to pitch that well or cope up with that, it is little tough.
And if at all you decide to get into the home services space, do you think your franchise model is going to be a hindrance in any way? If you are starting home services down the line, maybe next 5 years, will your franchise model be a hindrance in any way?
I don't think so. It's all about the team, how we integrate it, how we strategize it. So I don't think so. If we get into it and we are sure about it and franchisees confident about it, then it doesn't make much difference.
Yeah. Both of you are right now operating not just in metros but in smaller cities also. So can you give us your experience of how the market is in smaller cities?
We are more in smaller cities. So I think smaller cities, I think two-tier cities are much stronger at the moment comparatively the ones Cosmos or metropolitans, because I think there is a kind of saturation, and of course there's a roof for every business. I don't say that, but two-tier cities are a good pickup at the moment.
Samir?
We have for the first time gone into tier 1 cities. Happy to share that we started a salon in Cochin in Kerala. क्योंकि JCB सिर्फ वेस्ट और साउथ में है, तो हमने इसी रीजन में जहाँ हमारे पास कैपेबिलिटीज हैं, जहाँ हमारे पास मैनेजमेंट बैंडविड्थ है, तो वी स्टार्टेड इन कोचिन and we just started in Bhopal. So Cochin, very happy to share that we are in the 4th month, and every month there has been a fabulous growth. The way we have played the game is that we are a multi-brand company. We like to offer variety to our customer. तो छोटे शहरों में लोगों को variety चाहिए. People want to go for aspirational things in life. और Cochin is a very affluent city. Not only the Middle East का पैसा, but I think जो local population है, everybody wants to move up in life. So हमने जो अपनी mathematics करी थी कि हमको 500 कस्टमर्स चाहिए महीने के, जिनका एक अच्छा टिकट साइज होना चाहिए 4-5 हज़ार रुपए का, and we are able to achieve that. So month one we achieved 300 customers, but we didn't achieve the ticket size. Last month we achieved both the ticket size as well as the customer base, so did very well. Very happy to share that the franchise has, and Vikram and is here with me. He and I will be positively shocked that the franchise owner has posted a 33% EBITDA. 33%. एक साल के अंदर उसका पूरा recovery हो जाएगी. So that is the opportunity in small town. We also opened a small town called Bhopal. So it's not a small town, but West India में अभी खोला है, 15 दिन हुए. Challenge था staff का. Cochin was easier, but Bhopal staff was difficult. But we got the staff, we trained. The franchise was very much interested to invest in training, and as a result, that just about 15 days ago, I think we are on the path to break even in month one. So both the towns have got very good feedback for us. Again, I'm saying कि जैसे आप बोल रही थी कि हर जगह salons हैं, but it depends on how you run your business. So हम लोग पढ़ते हैं कि छोटे शहरों में Mercedes गाड़ियों की बहुत सेल है, BMW बहुत, और मैंने तो reality खुद देखी अपनी आंखों से. I think there is a definite market for experts to go into that market and take it to the next level.
What about at-home services? वो भी popular है वहाँ पे?
It's too early. Not in the first phase. First phase we will establish salon and then we'll get people to go home. Because the same behavior, consumer behavior different नहीं होगा. चाहे बॉम्बे का होगा, चाहे कोचिन का होगा. हाँ, कोचिन में क्योंकि distances कम हैं, लोगों के पास time ज़्यादा, तो salon visits ज़्यादा होंगी. But I personally feel कि there will be some 30-40% opportunity available for us.
Yeah. You mentioned that your at-home services are within the radius of say
3 to 4
kilometers. I stay in Chembur, JCP है चेंबूर में, 2 Enrich है चेंबूर में, दोनों home services provide करते हैं, plus urban company तो है ही. तो एक catchment area में इतने सारे brands present हैं, तो how do you deal with competition like this? Do you only look at your customers या आप अपना area भी बढ़ाना चाहते हैं?
Like I said, and I have great respect for Vikram and his team. They've done a fabulous brand. They've created an exceptional brand called Enrich. And Chembur is one of the strongest markets. I believe it started from there. So when we went, so like I said, every player has its profile of customers cut off. Right? So we are today offering home services to only our set of customers. So we offer it as a value add, as a previous service kind of thing. कि आप मैम आप नहीं आ रहे हो, आपका कंज्यूमर आपका बिहेवियर दिख रहा है कि आप 2-3 महीने में एक बार आ रहे हो. So are you? Is there something we are not doing right? Can we come at home and offer you service? So at the moment, our home services are only being targeted to our customers, not trying to look at other customers, because other customers haven't tasted JCB as yet. Let them first come into the salon, experience the expertise, then move out. We don't say no, but focus हमारा है हमारे customers पे.
Thank you, Samir. Coming to you, Vandana, you have right now you are not confident enough to get into home services. As a message to our audience who are mostly standalone salons or aspiring salon owners, वो कौन सा point है जब एक salon जाके ये कह सकता है कि हाँ अब मैं home services offer कर सकता हूँ, I have that capacity. What do you think is that reaching point?
So I think as I have always been saying, ये दोनों अलग verticals हैं. Unless and until we are not strong with our outlets, it is, you just can't, just get up and let's think over it that we have to cater all the clients who are at home or who are looking forward to it. Unless we are not having strong team who will be able to deliver at home, I think it's better to do your research, strategize it, and understand it, how to integrate it. CRM is extremely important, customer relation management, and which single unit salons are, they need to study about it, that how to integrate that kind of concept. Like it's there in all the high brands, they do it, But I wish that, and I want that even single owner salons, they should also get into CRM. It becomes very standardized, it becomes easy, economical, and it gives a vision of how other brands handles it.
Right. Do you ever worry about staff safety, and is that one of the reasons why you don't want to get into this?
Yeah, of course. See, with pandemic, we are more concerned about it. Whether we are working in our own salon or we are giving services to at home, these things are always worrisome, and we need to study about it. And I think he would be the right person to answer
I'm
about it.
actually coming to him. So, how do you tackle the issue of staff
No, I
safety?
think, like I said, today, who are we offering to? We are offering to somebody who's already registered in JCB. That person, at least 90% of the people who are taking home services, we are not offering it to random people. 90% we are offering it to customers who are registered, who have a history. Second thing is there is no cross gender, obviously. And the third instruction, which is jitna bada client ho, if there is any amount of fear or एक छोटा सा मतलब आपको लग रहा है थोड़ा सा डाउट है, you can cancel the appointment and walk. The fourth thing is that we'd like to keep a time check. कि अगर एक head massage के लिए घर गए, for example, then you know that 20-25 minutes is the service time. 3 किलोमीटर में आपको कितना टाइम लगेगा? मैक्सिमम 15 मिनट. So in 40-45 minutes, if the employee doesn't come out and calls you and tells you that I've done with my home service, then those are alerts. But thankfully, I think customers are very, very nice. I personally believe in the fact that tali dono se bajti hai. You know, I might be wrong, but my belief is that we have not had any such incidents in the last 2 to 3 years. We've had incidents in the salon. You know, let me tell you openly. We have had incidents in the salon with some male customer. But thankfully at home, हमारे साथ कोई issue नहीं है. But yeah, safety, obviously last service is done at 7 p.m. Some parameters if you put in,
Yeah.
you will be able to control your business.
And how much of this process is automated?
Majority.
Yeah.
Majority. You can't run a business which is not automated. At least not on the home service. That's why we were saying that after we reached a revenue of 30 odd lakhs, we were wanting to get into a software and stuff like that, which obviously 2 years everything has got derailed. But like I said, next year maybe once this 3-4 months are very important for us, we ensure that the industry is doing well, the salons are doing better. Because last 2 years, even last season also was not very good for us.
Yeah.
And I'm sure most of us, because December you had the so-called third wave again.
Yeah.
But I think next year, our model is that limited expansion through outlets, but also look at markets like Bombay, which are very, very dense in catchment.
Yes.
You know, density of population is very high.
Yeah.
So let's see if we will be over investing, and we will have to use technology.
Will there ever be a geographical location where you will provide home services without having a salon?
You know my entire strategy. Yes and no, maybe. Maybe in markets where the brand awareness is there. So, for example, maybe in a city like a Thane where we are not there and we won't open, or a Vashi which we might not open, we can do that. But to say Aurangabad will be very difficult.
Yeah.
So that.
All right. Vandana, whenever we discuss home services in the salon industry, the elephant in the room is urban company. So what is your take on the business that they are doing? How much are they eating into your share of the pie?
So I guess I have used urban company, especially when I'm traveling and I'm in hotels. So it is economical and easy for me to use urban company. But what I have found very tricky is that each staff of urban company differs. So initially I was like, okay, it's a easy thing, but then unless and until there is not standardized services, if they are not able to provide it, then it is very difficult for them to convince us back. So since then, after that, it was very difficult for me to, try out another staff because I don't have anyone to shout at.
Yeah.
So then it becomes tricky. So if they would be having salons, then clients could easily go and say, this is wrongly done. For instance, if you want difficult, complex hair treatment, it would be very difficult to choose the staff and get it done in home, unless there is the brand is available in the market.
Right. So yeah, it's a complicated kind of a situation where if the service goes wrong, you really can't escalate the matter. You don't know whom to talk to. Does that happen with you, Samir? Does the customer ever come back to you saying that the home service was not as good as the in-salon service?
Yeah, see, you have to, वो तो आप मैच कर ही नहीं सकते. आपका एक्सपर्टीज आपका प्रोडक्ट में है, आपका सर्विस प्रोवाइडर में, बट एम्बियंस विल नेवर बी मैच. So there is definitely, but you have to set your customer's expectation. Because don't expect, this is your house. It's not my salon. Our salons are standardized. Air conditioning, service, etc. The way chairs are designed, the way the way waxing beds are there, the way pedicure station is there. So there's definitely a compromise, and that is the reason why we are reducing prices and giving you. So please, you have to set expectations. And in our menu, we are only doing basic service. We are not doing high fashion service. So no keratin, no color, nothing. People ask, but it's not possible. Facial, yes, more of beauty is being done at home. And maybe a blow dry. But blow dry may be big challenges. You've got to wash your hair and keep it ready. Color is just not possible. So I think beauty forward is where the possibility is. Beauty में consumer expectations भी उतनी demanding नहीं है जहाँ तक मुझे लगता है.
तो आपका long term में home services को लेकर क्या vision है?
I think it's a big opportunity to ensure that the number of times this customer is using your brand is what, if you can achieve that, whether it's through home or it's through in salon, I think that is the proof of the pudding. I would definitely be in favor of it, and I think there is a very big opportunity provided you control it well.
Right. So before I open the floor to questions, if you can quickly give us some tips on how salons can start their own at home services.
All the tips now. No, but anybody, you have to understand एक ही चीज है. आपको अपने जैसे इन्होंने बोला CRM एक छोटी सी चीज है, but अगर आपको अपने कस्टमर का हिस्ट्री मालूम है कि very simple 12 haircuts a year, 12 times waxing, 12 times clean up. If she is not coming to you 12 times, that means there is a potential to do home service. That's all. This is my mantra. That's all. If it helps.
Thank you, Samir. The floor is open for questions. Yes, Pralay, can I take one question from behind and I'll come back to you? Can we have the mic for the gentleman behind?
Good evening, sir. Hello. Yeah. Good evening, Samir, sir. The question is for you. You have been into both the segments, the on-demand and the shopping, right? So, can you share the top pain points which you faced while shifting to this from the salon to the on-demand, and how did you solve that? Like,
salon में बहुत pain points यार, एक नहीं.
No, but on-demand thing.
बहुत सारे, अभी इसके लिए एक separate session हो जाएगा. But anyway.
Yeah.
See, pain points का home service में भी बहुत challenges हैं. In Bombay, travel time, the economics of the business, कितना आपको मतलब weather, these are very, very big challenges which will remain, and we have not been able to find a solution to it. We have tried all sorts of things, delays, and like she said, you have fairly less amount of, जितना भी control कर लो, but आपको मालूम नहीं, you're not able to watch the behavior. So those challenges are there. Salon, like I told you, has tremendous challenges because today we are facing growths are a little bit of concern. Of course, last 2 years have been very tough on the business. Consumption has gone down. Frequency has gone down of people. मेरी wife महीने में 3 बार जाती है salon, अब वो 1 महीने में 1 बार जाती है salon. So those are the challenges both the businesses are facing, whether it's home or fixed. But I think times are positive, and okay, next year when the steady state should come in, we should be able to know which is better for us. Yeah?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Pralay.
So I have a couple of questions. One, I think the lesson here is that if you want to do it, you can do it. Is the thing. Couple of questions. Staffing issues. What are your? Is the same staff doing? Does your staff requirement go up? So we have experimented with home services, but we find that 1 घंटे में जो काम हो जाता है सैलून में, वही बंदा अगर बाहर जाके काम कर रहा है, उसके 2 घंटे चले जाते हैं, प्लस 20% कम लो तो और भी प्रॉब्लम है. So we actually charge a premium for home services, which means people really have to want it. मतलब घर पे चाहिए तो थोड़ा ज़्यादा पैसा दो. But that's because we are doing it as a meherbani and we are not doing it the way you're looking at it. I like the way you're seeing it. So does your staff, how do you handle the logistics of staff going out of the salon, not being available for salon appointments? And two, equipment wise, do you have to invest specifically in pedicure equipment and things like that? How do you handle the logistics and carrying all that stuff with them?
See, like I said, we have clearly defined a 3 kilometer. That's more. We will not take something which is not there in our radar. So that is the first controllable thing which you have to do. You will also do a certain ticket size of services. You will not just go for a threading or for a cleanup. You will have to tell the customer that otherwise I'm going to charge you conveyance kind of a thing. Those are somewhere areas of controlling cost and making the whole economics work. As far as tools are concerned, like I said, we are doing only basic beauty services. Thankfully, waxing, you can do the cartridges. They're very easy to carry. Manicures, pedicures are very easy to carry. You don't offer wet manicures and pedicures. You do dry manicures, and I think lots of companies here have dry manicures available. Polishes, you don't carry 200 bottles. You carry only the 10 popular shades and stuff like that. So massages are easy to do. Like I said, you cannot do anything in hair. Even a blow dry becomes very difficult. So we will not do. Maybe a kid's haircut you can do, or male haircut you can do, but those are also COVID. But I think even men hair services, we would invite people to come to the service. Beauty is something which is doable, is not that elaborate. Chances are you will not go wrong in a beauty. Of course, except the ambience part of it. And with monodose kits available, you can manage that also. So I think if you manage your economics well, you offer a limited menu only within a particular time frame, within a particular radius and a ticket size. We were able to get that, and I think our ticket size was about 80, 90, 100 rupees when we were doing peak, which is fairly decent ticket size. But let's see now what happens next year. But I don't think it's going to be that easy, because otherwise also क्या हो गया है कि the पूरी industry में इस समय freelance का बहुत बड़ा wave चल रहा है. I think my friends will agree here. Every hairdresser, every beautician has a parallel business going, and this is not going to change. जो US में होता था, rent a cabin, rent a chair. Today, big hairdressers, big beauticians are doing this. So it is going to be challenging next year. But like I said, when there are challenges, then only the mind will work now. Yeah? Sure.
I have an add-on question. So, regards to moonlighting, the question is, so even if you send them across for simple beauty services and then you have a straightening and then you have a color which can be discussed between the client and your technician, and they can do it on their day off. So my question is it in a way encouraging that behavior by providing home services in a nutshell?
Yes and no. I think to 2019, the behavior was very different of the people who were working, because jobs were very important and industry was doing very well. 2022 behavior has definitely changed. Moonlighting has become very big. At the moment, we have idle capacity in the salon because salons are not that busy. So we have disbanded the home team. Currently, underutilized staff which is there at a beautician level or at a hairdresser level, they are being sent to home at the moment. Next year, like I said, when we reopen the model, let me see how things open up. But to say no and to deny कि moonlighting नहीं होगी, वो आज भी हो रही थी, पहले भी हो रही थी, पहले कम हो रही थी, अब रहेगी, आने वाले टाइम में तो बहुत ज़्यादा होगी. It's a challenge industry is going to face here.
Can I sneak in one more question?
Yeah, quickly, please.
So the question is about expertise. Somebody who's only into home services, like Urban Company, is their entire focus, mindset, orientation, everything is only about that. How do you expect to compete with somebody like that?
I don't think we are competing. I think they are helping us to expand the market. They have created something. With due respect to Urban Company, they are not the experts. We are the experts of the physical space. They are very good in whatever they are doing. I think the consumer will move up in life. She will want an enriched, she will want a JCB, she will want a pavement service in a period of time.
So you're maintaining that the services that we can provide with our technicians is going to
yes,
be better than what urban company
That's
can
why
provide.
we are all here.
Right.
We are the champions of the beauty industry. It can never be done at home.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Pralay, for your questions. Thank you, Samir. Thank you, Vandana.
When are you launching?
I have to start another vertical for that.
You have pretty much convinced her now. Okay, I would like to give you the token of